It's finally time to leave San Sebastian and we're heading to Irun on the Spanish border and into Hendaye in France. Right, £5, 2p then. Was that for 2 tickets or one?
So two, it's €290 per person.
It doesn't say where you sit though, does it? It's just a free-for-all.
Do you want this?
Nah, just keep them on you just for proof because the guy might come past.
Everyone sits there.
The other station here. Euskotren. I wonder what Eusko means. I think that means something, Eusko. Or do you think it's just the brand name? This is Renfe and Euskotren. Technically, yeah. We're in Hendaye. It must have just gone straight across the border, surely. But Irun was so close. Irun's supposed to be like 10 minutes, so it must have gone to Irun then Hendaye, this one. Right. Let's see if they've got passport control or not. I don't think they do. It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? There we go. Have you got your train ticket? Right then. So this is this Hendaye then, we're in France now, aren't we? So we officially left Spain after about 3 weeks. So now we're in France. Well, not for 3 weeks yet, just under, but...
You've got to work out where you're going to go now.
We've got to stay somewhere, haven't we?
Not yet.
Yeah.
We're going to somewhere further up.
Let's go get something to eat.
It's or Bayonne. That's just a little...
This is a nice town, this, to look around it. So for anyone curious, this is the train station in Hendaye. Now Hendaye is on the French border. We decided to go from San Sebastian up to Irun, which is the Spanish side of the border, and then into Hendaye in France. Basically we crossed a checkpoint. Now from my understanding, since I believe they're both in the Schengen zone, there didn't need to be some kind of passport check here, so we just showed a train ticket, if I remember correctly, just to pass through to the border. Now unfortunately we were in a rush. My mum did want to go home as soon as possible on this trip, so I didn't get to experience Irun or Hendaye, which look like quite pretty towns if I'm honest, and they're also on the coast side just like San Sebastian was, so that was a big shame. But we decided to make some headway, and this was the point we decided to go to Bayonne, which is the first major French town we're going to go to. So what you are seeing now is the train ride from Hendaye up to Bayonne and all of the towns in between, such as Les Deux Jumeaux and a few other random towns which I probably am pronouncing wrong. So I'll show you just the train ride without too much commentary in case you're interested in the journey between these 2 points of interest and all of the towns in between. This was quite a relaxing train ride and there wasn't much talking regardless. And there was some other pretty seaside and harbour towns dotted up the coast in between on the French side, which I'm not sure the names are, but they remind me of Cornwall in England.
Próxima parada, Bayonne.
Mira, darling. Behind you's better. That's the fall in the paper in Marrakesh. That was fall. That was the Iris.
We are now in Bayonne, France. So today we crossed the border. We went from Spain and then we took a train to Irun. Turns out we didn't need to actually change train in Irun because the specific line we took went all the way. So then I went to Hendaye. And now we've gone from Hendaye up to Bayonne, France. I think all these ready meals in the French supermarkets are much better. I mean, that's like a curry, isn't it? Chicken Thai curry. But that looks frozen. That looks a bit frozen.
Well, it's
To be honest
chilled.
with you. There's a pork special fried rice. That's like a yo sushi, isn't it, really? They're still selling the tortilla in France as well as Spain, aren't they? I mean, you are quite close to Spain. And what's that? Some chicken poulet fruits de mer. They stopped selling that Nesquik in the UK, didn't they? But there's no cola cow here, it's all Nesquik. Spain had all that cola cow. Here in France it's Banania and Nesquik. It's just pure Nesquik.
And this look, Poulain.
Look how many brands of tea they've got as well. They must love tea in France. There's loads of stuff. It's like it reminds me of that place where it was like entertainment park, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like with Cineworld and Hollywood Bowl and stuff. Yep. Don't want to walk in the middle of the road.
No.
What's this? Quick something. Surprised if you got a B&M here though. It's crazy, isn't it? Surprised you got a B&M.
Well, it's a burger restaurant.
I think they're overdoing it though with these Dubai chocolate things. I mean, they look nice, Dubai cookies. I mean, I just think it's crazy, isn't it? They're just making everything with it now. It's ridiculous.
I'd like to try that. Look, cappuccino, but it's not from our
Dubai
machine.
chocolate cappuccino. That's that Dolce Gusto machine, isn't it? That's not the one we ever had.
No.
But that's my point. They've got Dubai chocolate, everything now, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's just no wonders they said that everything was in scarcity. Do you remember the pistachio was in scarcity? All the prices were going up. I mean, Lindt was charging £10 for that bar I bought. It's because they're literally doing everything. They're overdoing it. It's the peak of the craze, isn't it? It peaks and then people get sick of it.
Interesting to see what stock is here. These are all the offers.
Quite similar, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got Pringles here, £1.97. It's good value.
That's good. That's those ones we tried. Sweet, sticky Chinese style wings flavour. Pringles.
That's good. These are all the bomb pan. Don't know. We'll just look and see if there's any. Look at these. These are obviously Walkers, but they're Lay's. And the Chinese flavour. Like a pork.
You can't bring them back to Adam. Adam would like those.
Yeah.
Is that chicken? Fried chicken flavour?
€2.55 euros. That's about $1.99, I think. Isn't it? So we've got all sorts of sweets and energy drinks.
I think it's very similar to the England one, yeah.
Maybe, but you'll probably find, because we don't really go in the England, I like this little egg tray in €2.98. That's really good value. And little sort of bowls, $1.98.
I feel like they'd be very nice, those.
Oh yeah, beef grill.
Beef
Let's get
grill.
those. I just wish that we'd come over in the car and we could just sort of stock up on anything that we did like, because obviously it's carrying it all. We are on a train ride through France and obviously from Spain up through France. So, got usual huge big things. Kiddie sort of stuff. All your big normal things. Summer gear. It's probably similar to what we have. Outdoor. I love that. £9. Like a bird feeder. Some of these might be in now. Ones in England, if you don't go in, you don't know. That's quite a nice spoon. Little pots, I love those. Glass now, I'm trying to get rid of all the plastics when they break and just buy glass now. But only when they do break, not just throwing them out for the simple. But Dean, $1.19. Get those. They're quite nice as well. Look, little goblets.
So these are like ceramic, you think? Or is it plastic?
It's probably thick plastic. I haven't seen any wood, but if we see some wood, we'll get wood ones. This is all the barbecue area. Do lots of things for outdoors. I think probably it's probably quite similar to what we've got in England, really, but not being. This looks like it's all sort of end of range, sales and stuff. Swimming pools, lots of toys. Birthday. That's my mum, who's approaching 90. Might be something we can see here. It's quite nice. I think those what you've got are nice though.
They're nice, but these are better.
Yeah. Just looking for some watercolour paints. I've been painting while I've been on holiday, but I can't see any here. So you've got all your sort of curtains, bedding, cushion, things down that side. Then obviously all the homeware again here. These are pretty.
This shop's massive.
It is, yeah. Pretty things. $2.98. That looks like tea towels, which are really pretty. Napkins. I'm loving those. I think they're probably in ours because I've seen a lady while I've been on holiday doing a quick and these are beautiful. Look at those, that'll be their autumnal range. I've not seen anybody advertise those yet, but these are all the autumnal range.
Similar styles to what you see in the home or not?
Well, I don't really ever go in very often, very rarely. But I did see a lady, as I say, while I've been on holiday, just watching some videos, doing sort of a vlog on everything. I think some things are in England, yeah, definitely. But not everything. Because, you know, there's different styles to any country. Quick look down here, some more cutlery here, Dean, and then more mugs. Lots of different mugs. See, they're good, look, they last for a long time, 98p. You could get those. Yeah?
No, I'll get these plastic ones.
Tins. I just wonder if they've got any like enamelware here, because I think the French created enamel. So we've got all sorts. It's a huge one. Never been in one this size in England. I'm sure they have them in England this size, but we haven't got them this size. Right, so we've got the sweets. €3 sweets. They're a bit different, look. They're macarons.
What?
These, I wonder if they're as nice as like a normal macaron that you'd get in a shop.
Those berries ones look at Dana.
So we've got all the milk range, Oreos, lots of biscuits. Got some coffees, different coffees. We've got tea. Different biscuits. Do you buy chocolate cookies? I think Dean will like those. And then we've got all the chocolate spreads. Huge crisps. Huge crisps. €7.99. Big boxes of Haribos and jelly beans. And you've got all these juices. Oh, pasta, look at that, right? £1.20, €4.21 for pasta macaroni, that's so cool. And then you've got all your noodles. Almonds. These are quite nice in little mini mason jars, $2.98. That's quite a nice idea.
Right, it's the next day. We're now in Bayonne, France still. So this is the second morning in Bayonne. We arrived here at about 3 or 4 p.m. in the afternoon yesterday. So this is where we've been staying outside. I'm not sure what this big building is at all, but it's kind of like a little bit of a side road. It's not near the highway, but it's a little bit out of town. I think it's like a 10 or 15 minute walk, so it's not that central. Also, this roof to me, I think it's corrugated steel that's rusted and broken away, but it kind of reminds me of that like hazardous stuff from the 90s, the asbestos stuff. So when we had the window open, I just said like, let's close it, because that just really paranoid me. I thought that could be like a health hazard if it's an old building. Apart from that, we've had quite a nice stay here, although we did find some ants in the room, which is kind of a little bit disappointing. So we are going to move around and relocate, try and be a little bit more central as well, so we can have a cruise and see what's going on here. So that's what's happened in day 2. Fortunately, one light in the darkness has been the fact that Uber is actually available now in Bayonne. I'm not sure how it is in the rest of France. Maybe it'll be available in Paris. So we've been conveniently using that, and we've met a few characters along the way in Bayonne who've been really friendly. I met a really friendly guy from Togo as well, which was a first. I've never met someone from Togo. He was a really friendly guy. So a few good interactions and conversations. And we'll see where we stop at in the next one. We're now in the Ibis Styles Bayonne, so we switched. So what we're saying, boys, this is what we've got right here. Very colourful and stylish. Quite a liberal kind of art style. Got this weird easel looking table thing. The bathroom's actually quite big, to be honest. I don't think they have those bidets in France. I've not been using them, obviously, because they've been from hotels, so I don't know about using a shared bidet, but in Spain they had bidets in all the hotels, so maybe it's not a common thing in France, or maybe just not a common thing in the hotel. We've got a little bit of a cheeky view of the city outside. As you can see, people walking past. Got a bit of a view out the window. I thought that was a bidet tap then next to the bed. This is a veranda type balcony. Let's see if we can play a game and guess how many flags are here. My geography is not the best, hopefully no one will roast me. So I think the first one is Switzerland, then we've got Germany, Palestine, Austria. Now this one always gets me, this one with the black in the middle. I think this might be, I was going to say Macedonia, but I think that might be Albania. So I'm going to say Albania, but I could be wrong. Then I think that might be one of those Slovakia kind of countries, no disrespect. I think that's the Czech Republic. I'm not sure the next one. Then we've got Germany again. Blue and yellow. What was blue and yellow now? I'm not sure if that was... That's definitely somewhere in Scandinavia, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to say Sweden for that one. I'm tempted to say Sweden, but it could be like Finland or one of those countries. I definitely know Scandinavia. Then the next one, I believe, I think that might be Italy. And then we've got Portugal. We've got, I think that's Denmark. What else have we got? Canada. I think, is that Scotland? The blue cross on the white flag. And then what else is behind it? Or maybe, no, maybe this one was Scotland. Then Spain, the European flag. Then we have the French flag down there. In fact, Portugal might be all the way down there. I think I already said Portugal, but I think this is Portugal with the logo in the middle. It's red and green with the logo. And then obviously you have the Union Jacks, that's the Great Britain flag. There's a few which are away from memory right now, but I would say I'm pretty decent at geography. I think I've probably got 85-90% of them right, but there are a few of them which I'm stumbling upon. And I'm sure a few of the ones that I got wrong, I've actually ironically probably been to those countries as well, but I feel like I've only probably got a few wrong, and a few of them are quite similar. These are the back streets of Bayonne. Still got some graffiti like in Spain, but seems a bit more strategic. Got a bit of a postcard here if you want to send it home to your loved ones to advertise Ibis Styles. Doesn't matter about Bayonne, but you could tell them be staying at the Ibis Styles. A little bit of a cheeky marketing plug right there. Oh, this guy's selling the flags just like on the bridge. This is Bayonne in the city centre. What's interesting is they have a lot of electric buses here as well. A bit like in Spain. I think it was Segovia. When we were in Segovia in Spain, they had a lot of electric buses. And they have 100% electric buses here in Bayonne, France as well. So it does seem to be a bit of an initiative that a lot of these European countries seem to be adopting. So I guess they have that in France as well. Let me know if they have it in any of the other cities as well in France. These are quite nice where they've got the verandas out here. They look quite rustic and old, don't they? Especially if you live near that bakery, you could just pop in for a little croissant in the morning, couldn't you? That dog's massive. It looks like it's going to eat me, look. I don't think they're even multi-bags. They're massive, aren't they? How many grams are in there? 400 gram bag of crisps. That's crazy, man. Shows how people are big. I bet there's people who eat 400 grams. Got a Domino's, boys. Been absolutely craving pizza for time. I'm not going to get a Domino's because I'll end up getting fat. But we're going to go on a bit of a walking tour down some of these streets. They're all white buildings around here as well, aren't they? All these kind of white kind of buildings and stuff. And this as well says cinema on it. It's showing what's on at the cinema. We were staying near that cinema at the last hotel as well. I think they'll just have one main big one. Here's your post if you need to send anything. La Poste. Le Posteur.
I could have done that there.
Oh, there's a cinema there as well. Cinema La Talon. So there's obviously some small cinemas. This is interesting. Yep. La Posteur. This looks like an important building though, doesn't it? Groupe Scolaire Hules Ferry. It's probably just a high school, isn't it? What's this? Tattoo shop? Bigfoot. It's quite interesting branding, isn't it? When we get any tattoos, don't want to get any tattoos anytime soon. It needs to be well reputable. This is a new build set of apartments. It'll be interesting to know how much those cost in Bayonne, France. They're very similar to these Innsbruck new builds that I was going to live in a few years ago when I first started living in Austria, and they're about 700, 800 up to about €1,000 a month. I'm not sure if that's the real estate price here. I'm not sure. Oh, chocolatier as well. I'm not sure if the prices in France are quite high or not. It'd be interesting to know what the real estate prices are like here. You know, if they're quite expensive like the other parts of Europe. You don't know, do you? I mean, I personally don't know if I would live in France.
It's not for me.
I do quite like it. I do quite like France, but I think if I was to live there, I'd prefer living near that border. Because it's like, you've kind of got the Spanish and the French mix, haven't you? Because I quite like Spain a bit more.
This is why I wanted you to book that.
That's the other Ibis, isn't it? Ibis Bayonne Centre. Ah, yeah, that was the one that I mapped, actually.
Yeah.
I did that by accident. So I did the Google Maps on here, and then I linked it back to the Carrefour, thinking it was a certain distance, but I was looking at this one. But it was still quite short, really, wasn't it? Still quite short. There's a nice there's a patisserie here and loads of cafes, isn't there? So when you're trying to find a toilet, you do go down some side streets, and it looks quite pretty. So don't say you shouldn't look for public toilets next time, because this is a nice little quaint place. Look at this. More strategic graffiti again. I quite like all these graffitis they do, you know. They look very nice, these graffitis. I think they add to the city. I've seen these in the last few times. They're not overdoing it, you know what I mean? So... Yeah, we're at the station again.
Yeah. And you just go left and then you get to your hotel, aren't you?
Actually, I could just literally go in the station, couldn't I?
Yeah, but
that'd be way cleaner than that.
It might be, but it was filthy in the last place.
That'd be way cleaner.
Here's your all your shot at your dresses. Do you just go in the hotel?
I do have to say, I've already mentioned this, but the sandwiches in Spain were pretty tragic. But we've got a chicken mayo here in France. It has lettuce in, so it's like a BLT kind of style. But it's much better than the cheese and ham sandwiches that are in Spain.
Salvador, ils doivent être pas mal dans ce coin-là, parce que les gros ports.
Beautiful cards. Sushi. So this is the old quarter of Bayonne. It's beautiful. At night time it's absolutely magical in the bars with the lights all lit up by the Riviera, and you go into the bars, have a meal.
So I thought it'd be pretty funny to show you what was inside the suitcase. When you travel, it's obviously best fit to bring a few food and perishable items just in case you fall upon a location where perhaps you're stranded or all the shops are closed. For an example, in Europe, in places like Austria, where there's religious closures for certain shops during the weekend, you need to make sure you have food on you. So I've been carrying a few different food items throughout the trip. I have some noodles and some breakfast bars that I brought from Spain, and then some pairs of shoes. But then I also have, if you can see, these extremely broken biscuits, which I bought from the supermarkets in Spain and ended up lugging them around with me, and they just became so broken that they were kind of inedible. And also I think they became outdated too, so they've literally been there since the train station when we got stranded in Briviesca, if you remember that part of the journey, which was earlier on in Spain, which was that ghost town, and I never ended up eating these biscuits in the end either. Everything's looking gloomy outside. I think the rain has been pattering down in the last few minutes. I think it's clearing up, but it is quite foggy outside. It's switched up so fast, 180, but there is actually a sunset in the distance over there which I've been pointed to, so I thought we'd include that. But everything's lit up. It looks almost like it's going to be a Christmas market. These look like Christmas fairy lights over here, and if we zoom right into the background, you can see this kind of carnival canopy or enclosure here, or some merry-go-round. I don't know what's going on there, but it'll probably look even nicer at night when it gets darker, because these lights will actually really illuminate the way. But this is just opposite the hotel, so we've got quite a nice view of here. This is the same place that we were analysing all these flags earlier, and they've got all these speedboats constantly going up and down the river. Now this guy's going really slow. I don't know if he's operating some kind of tours or what, but there's been a few of them, and some of them go so dang fast, it's crazy. But this is what it's looking so far. It's a cloudy day in Bayonne. This is Bayonne at night time, so I've waited a little bit of a while so it gets a little bit darker. The lights are looking absolutely beautiful. Take a look at this, and you can also see the half moon in the sky as well. It's kind of hard to see because of the reflections, and the reflections on the water. Look at that.